One question that I get to hear almost every day, sir, give me a strategy to clear the paper. आप बस ऐसा कुछ बताओ कि मेरा पेपर क्लियर हो जाए, कुछ भी करो. And I'm like, there's only one way, and that one way is to practice. But I've often found students being unable to bring themselves to that point. They just keep on going through the theory or keep on going through the examples. They read it, but they do not make an effort to physically write it down and attempt the answers. You know, there's a lot of difference in when you read versus when you write. When you read, you know, you kind of get the feeling, oh, I know how this is done, how that is done, and I've understood the concept. But when you actually start to write that answer, when you start to type that answer out, you will realize that there are places which you are not able to tackle. There are steps that you are forgetting, there are formulas that you are forgetting. So writing practice is super critical for your exams. And at the same time, it's not just writing practice, it is timed writing practice. You need to have a timer which takes care of preventing you from exceeding the time limit that is basically allocated in the exam. A key resource to work and practice well for your ACCA papers is joining a good mock and practice test series. We at Plutus Education have launched Test Expert, which is primarily our online platform where you can practice as many tests as you want for free. So if you are appearing for the June sitting and you believe that you need to write 2 mocks and you need to get those 2 mocks evaluated, you should sign up for the Test Expert platform, and we'll have 2 to 3 mocks specifically curated for you which you have to attempt, and our expert faculties will provide you feedback on that. Now it is important to note that writing mocks is just half of the battle. The remaining half is receiving feedback from an examiner who knows how ACCA exams work and then working on that feedback to improve it in the final exam. What do I want to focus on here? What I want to say is, if you write these mocks on the 30th of May and your exam is on the 2nd of June, trust me, writing this mock is not going to make any difference, because by the time you receive your feedback, you would have almost reached the examination hall. So that feedback is not going to do anything to improve your performance. Ideally, you should write your mocks somewhere between 20 to 26th of May for the June exam. You should write 2 mocks, specifically full-length mocks, and you should get these evaluated from an expert tutor or an expert faculty who has complete experience on how ACCA evaluates mocks. Sometimes if you feel you don't want to join a test series, you don't want to join a platform for mocks, if you actually have a look at your exam kits also, or if you have a look at your study hub, they do mention a breakup of marks for each question. So a marking scheme is given and you will get idea on where exactly are marks being allocated, which step carries more marks, which step is not so important, and how to structure your answers. So you can even do self-marking. You don't really have to depend on someone. But if you feel, which I certainly would have felt if I were in your shoes, I would join a platform or I would join an institute which seriously evaluates by mocks and gives me appropriate feedback on the work that I have done. That is the only thing that will help me to improve my overall performance. So if you feel that your preparation is on track but you want to improve your chances of getting a good score, if you want to improve your chances of passing, I would request you to sign up for Plutus Education's Test Expert platform, where you will get ample practice tests, around 15 practice tests per subject, and 3 full-length mocks which will give you a complete idea on where you stand and how you need to improve. So if the June 2025 attempt is what you are targeting and you want good tests and good mocks to help you, then definitely make sure that you sign up for the mocks and take as much advantage as possible from this. And if you need any help, if you need any guidance, please do not hesitate to reach out, guys. Just leave a comment in the comment section below and we'll have our experts reaching out to you. You can also reach out to me on my number. My number is 770904155, or you could just drop me a mail at satyamedh@gmail.com and I'll have each individual query resolved. So make sure that you don't delay this further and reach out for any help that you might need. Wishing you all the best for your preparation for the June 2025 sitting. Thank you.